Hi everyone. So today I will be teaching you guys how to do your splits. So I'm going to show you all the exercises that I've used over time to help me learn how to do my right and my left splits. So let's get started. Okay. So first main stretch. This is the first one I normally do anyway. It's the most basic one. Is the one I showed in my last video, which is our calf stretch. So the first one is you're going to have your leg straight out in front of you, other one pulled in, and you're going to just reach over and hold this stretch. Once again, making sure that your leg is completely straight. And take deep breaths in this position. So ideally, if you want to learn how to get your splits down, or just to be more flexible in general, you should be stretching at least 3 minutes a day. It's just something you got to get in the habit of. It's really easy to do, like as you're watching TV, you can be stretching. So now I switch to the other leg, straight out in front. Make sure it's completely straight in front of you. So if you're stretching and your leg comes up like this and you're just reaching as far as you can, that's not a true stretch. So you're not properly stretching this muscle right here. You want to make sure it's as straight as possible, and then from there, go as far as you can go. All right, so the next stretch we're going to do, you're going to take one leg in front of you, and you can have it at a 90-degree angle, or you can pull it in like this. My roommate's cat is trying to paw at me. So for this one, I would say to actually hug that into you. So I have it in front of me here, and now I just pulled in my foot. And then what you're going to do is try to straighten your back leg as much as possible. If it stays like this, can you see the paw? He's trying to get me. Okay, so make sure this isn't blurry. Okay, so if it's bent, that's okay. Just try to keep it as straight as possible and then lean forward. Eventually you want this to be completely straight out to the back behind you. Okay? You're going to stretch forward with your head down, and then you're also going to pull up. So it's stretching multiple parts. It's stretching this hip muscle right here with that bent leg in, and you're also stretching your thigh right here. You press up as far as you can up. Now we're going to switch legs. So then I put the other leg in, and then take my back leg and go as straight as I possibly can. And hold it over. And then I also come up straight and hold that. Okay, so next stretch we're going to do another super basic one. You're going to take one leg and extend it out to the side. Then from here, once again, make sure this leg is straight, and you're going to stretch forward. So you can rock forward and then come back up and rock back. Rock forward again. And try to make sure your butt stays on the floor, so don't pick it up like this. Make sure you're still sitting down. Okay, and then then from here, we're going to switch legs. Once again, out to the side, straight leg. Pull in your other leg and reach forward. Rock back and reach forward again. Now, for this next one, this is for your middle split, okay? So this is generally harder than doing your right and left split. For some people, this is easier. It just depends on your body. Today, we're not going to focus on the middle split so much, but this is still a good stretch to do before you start working on your right and left side stretches. So legs completely straight out. It doesn't matter how far you go. If you can only go here and stretch forward, that's okay. If you feel the stretch right here, that's totally fine. You don't want to go so far that it's painful. So it shouldn't be painful to your muscles. You should just feel a stretch. Okay. And now what you're going to do is walk your hands forward as far as you can. So once again, this is going as far as you can while keeping your legs straight. So if you can only stretch out to here, that's fine. Otherwise, the more you do this, if you're consistent every day, you can start stepping your hands out farther and farther and farther and farther until you can go all the way flat out. So hold this and make sure you're taking deep breaths in. While I'm doing these, I like to have my feet flexed, so my toes pointed up to the ceiling. So it really helps ensure that my legs are straight. Okay, now we're going to use the wall. Okay, so this is a good stretch for having hip flexibility. So let me push this stuff out of the way. All right, so first one we're going to do, you're going to lay down flat, okay? So my butt is against the wall. So we're going to start here. So feet flat on the wall. And I like to have my arms out to the side so that it ensures that my chest is open and I'm not clenching in my shoulders. And from here, you're going to start walking your feet out like this. And then you're going to walk them back in. Toes, heel, toes, heel. Look, now I come back to like a first position in ballet. Close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open. Oh, sorry, actually, you guys, you're not supposed to have your butt against the wall for this one. I confused it with the other one, kind of. You're supposed to be at like a 90-degree angle. That's better right there. So, 90-degree angle, okay? Here. And now, my butt is pressed away. So now from here is where you're going to open and close. I was wondering why that didn't feel right. Here. So this will also help with your turnout and just your flexibility in your hips. After doing this a few times, you do start feeling it right in here. And then, after doing this a few times, okay? All right, so here's another angle to that wall stretch, that one with walking your hips, your feet in and out, because I think you'll be able to understand what it looks like better this way. Here from the side, this is how it looks. So there, 90 degrees, and then from here is when you open, close, open, okay? Now, let's put you back here. All right, so now last one before we actually start working on the right and left is this one also up against the wall, okay? So you're gonna open your legs as far as you can to the side. So this is probably the most painful or strenuous one, I should say. So you're gonna come in as far as you can, but while keeping your legs straight. once again, I like to have my feet flexed. So the more flexible you get, the more flat up against the wall you can be. And from here, you're just going to hold this stretch. Okay? Now, last one. Okay, so you can use stools, you can use chairs, you can get creative since you're in the house. So when I first started doing these stretches to learn my right and left splits when I was little, I think I just used stools from around the house and just random stuff. Like, for example, I have my roommate's jewelry box. Well, it holds watches, but don't tell her that we're using it, okay? It's a secret. Okay, and then I'm gonna use my suitcase. So, feel the heights are kind of different. This one kind of goes in a little more. So I'm just using this as support on both sides, okay? So this is if you can't go all the way down into your split, all right? So you're gonna take one leg in front of you, push this up a little more, and try to extend the other one back. And you use your chair, stools, or whatever you have on either side of you to hold you up for support if you can't go all the way down, okay? So you can use that to hold yourself up, and you count it, hold for a couple seconds, relax, and then try again, and then you can switch to the other leg and go as far as you can. You can hold yourself up unless you can go all the way down. Now, true splits mean that both of your legs are completely straight. A lot of people cheat and they bend their back leg, but both of your legs should be straight in a true split. So, thanks you guys for watching. I hope you can work on your splits at home and let me know how that goes.